Hello, everybody. It is Helen Martin here coming to you live from Australia for today's VIP traffic webinar. So in your part of the world, it would be Thursday, the 12th of December, I think it is. How are we, everyone? If you could just put in the questions box somebody that you can hear me and see my screen, okay, that's here live with me, that would be awesome, just so I know that hey Ray, how are you? You can hear and see my screen. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So I've just got the my back office open up for anybody that's new or watching the replay that's new. I just want to share with you where you access all the templates for these VIP webinars. So if you go to your back office and you go to the VIP roadmap on the left-hand side there, we'll go into there because if you don't present in this particular format, then we can't review your materials. So we just want to make sure that you've got everything ready to go in the right format. So if we go down to where there it is, weekly traffic mentoring webinars, and here's all the information that you need here. So Jenny's got a great little video in there that shows you where to access your metrics if you don't know how to access your data. And then we've got a hyperlink here which is open the template, and you just use the appropriate template for what you're seeing in your ads manager. So if you're still seeing your relevance score, you'll use the slide number 2 there where it says relevance. Most of you are probably seeing rankings now, so quality ranking, engagement ranking, and conversion ranking. So that's the difference between the two templates there. So you'll know if you're using the right template if it says phase of stables at the very top of the template. So if you're using an older one, just update it to this one so we've got all the data that we need. And the last one there is if you would like us to look at a likes campaign. Okay, now I only have 2 people that have submitted for today, and that's Dan and Adele. So let's see if we've got Dan and Adele on. So I don't have either of them on. So that's interesting. So you guys will, unless they jump on, so you guys that are listening, if you've got any questions for me about anything, then just put it in the questions box sort of now, and I'll address anything that you might have questions around. The beautiful thing about just being here and listening in is listening to other ads being reviewed and learning from the process, you know, from discussion about ad copy and headlines and audiences and all those kind of things. But if there's no one to review, then it's really hard for you guys to listen into something. So I'm just going to go back to the questions box and see if you guys have got anything you want to share with me. I submitted for today also. Did you, Casey? You weren't on the list for today, but I wonder why you didn't get that. Have you got it ready to go, Casey? Because we're certainly in a position to be able to. You do? Okay. Well, then let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to make you presenter, Casey. So if you're ready to go, I'm just making you presenter now. So you should have the ability to share your screen with us, and hopefully we can hear you in a minute, and we'll run with your stuff. I think I can hear you. How are you going?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So yeah, I'm not sure why you weren't on the list, but yeah, let's see what you've got here. So share with me just a little bit of history about the ads and where you think you're at, and you know, what you're evaluating from what you're seeing on your metrics.
Okay, so I've had my ad up since December 1st. I'm only doing $5 a day right now, so it's been a little bit slower to get to my 3,000 reach.
Sure. Yeah.
It started out doing very, very well, I thought, and as the days go on, my metrics are slowing down, I think. So let's see, right now I'm at 41 cents per click, but I think I'm actually at 44 as of today. and I think I'm at 119 clicks and around 3,600 for my reach.
Okay.
But my quality rankings I think are good. They're average, above average, and average. And I got 2 leads out of this ad, which are my first 2 leads with EMP. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, as you should be. So you're doing a traffic ad to link clicks. So this is EMP's blog, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you know what you're optimizing for when we do a traffic ad to link clicks?
Just for people to click through to the blog post.
Yeah, so what do you think then about the fact that you've got 2 leads off this ad?
I'm very excited about that.
I'm glad you said that. Because you're not even optimizing for the lead at this stage, and you've got a couple of leads off it. Like they're expensive, but we're not even optimizing for leads at this point. We're looking for sort of optimal metrics. Now, you said just before that you think it's sliding a bit or something similar to that. So, what is giving you the impression that it's not doing as well as you think it should?
Just like the click-through rate is going down and the cost per click is going up. But it might just be that it was out of the gate getting to people that really wanted to see what I was talking about.
So maybe they've gone down from what they were, but what are we trying to achieve?
Right. So they're still good. They're just
They're
not
not,
as good as they were.
you're right. They're not just good, they're great. Um, so, I mean, so
Uh-oh, I think I lost you. I don't hear you anymore.
can you just scroll down your audience? I just want to see, I can't see all of it. So I just want to see what else you've got there. So Network, Ray Higdon, Eric Worry, Sarah Robbins, Network Marketing Professional, or Network Marketing Master. Okay, so do you have your ads manager open that we
I
can just,
do.
okay, can we just check the size of your audience?
It's 820,000.
Oh, is it?
It
Okay,
is.
I just want to go and check a couple of things. So go into edit. Doing a bit of thinking time.
Yes,
Is it actually loading? It looks like it's stopped loading.
it
Oh,
is.
there it comes.
It's loaded on my end.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry, a bit of delay then.
That's
820,
okay.
okay. And can I just also check your placements? So just go down a little bit, like slide the screen down a little bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
I just have Facebook news feeds.
Beautiful. Okay. Great. Thank you for letting me check that. Go back to your slide that we had. Okay. Now, where are you at with the development of your Page Creator Pro?
I'm not. I'm not there yet.
Okay. What do you think?
I've
Yeah, go
kind
on.
of looked through it before I went VIP, but since I've gone VIP, I haven't even opened it.
Okay. So what do you think you need to do next?
Well, yeah, first I needed to get this reviewed, but then I think my next step is to turn this into a conversion ad.
Well, I mean, you could go straight to conversion. It's possible, but are they the only 2 leads you've ever had?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe just try a traffic ad to landing page views before you go to a conversion ad, just to get a few more leads in.
Okay.
Although we can go straight to a conversion ad, if there's no data on a pixel, it can confuse it and it doesn't know who to put it in front of. So, I mean, you can try it, and if it doesn't work, then go back to a landing page views traffic ad. So it's really a choice that you can make. But first and foremost, you are ready to move on. But you can't move on until you get your Page Creator Pro built out and you get the blog that this is going to onto your Page Creator Pro.
Okay.
Okay, because you're at the point, you've got optimal metrics. I'm not concerned about your audience. I'm not concerned about your placements. That's why I just asked to, because sometimes if things are off, it can skew yours. Your numbers don't look like there's anything in here to be skewed. So this is a really good ad on the surface of what those metrics are saying. But you can't optimize to get more leads because you don't have control of the funnel. So
Right.
you can't change the blog. There's nothing you can change from a lead perspective because you're not in control of that blog post. So
Right.
we need to move you forward quickly, get it stuck into Page Creator Pro, get it set up, get the blog that this ad is going to on your Page Creator Pro, so then you can recreate this to either a traffic ad to landing pages, or you try going straight to a conversion ad and let's see what happens. And if it doesn't work, we'll then come back to a traffic to landing page views. That's all in Sables. Like, are you following the Sables?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all written in Sables that you can go to a conversion ad. If it doesn't work, you can come back to a landing page views traffic ad. Or you could go from here to a traffic ad to landing page, get a few more leads and go to a conversion ad. There's a couple of options there. You're at a bit of a standstill because you can't move on unless your Page Creator Pro is built out.
Okay.
So particularly at $5 a day, like, I've got a really low budget to get those numbers. So I would just keep this running. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't tweak it, and see if you can maintain those stats, because they're optimal metrics, and that's what we're striving for in Sables. So this is looking really, really, really good at the moment.
Okay.
But
All right. Great.
yeah, you're ready to move on, but you've got to do the practical steps to build out your Page Creator Pro to be able to move on. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get ahead of myself and build it out and then not be ready to move on. And then I know myself, I would have moved on even if I wasn't ready. So I needed to wait until I had an ad that was ready to move on.
Yeah, I mean, you could have built it in the background while you were doing it, and just, it doesn't really matter, but that's where you're at now. So just keep this running. You might get a few more leads, which would then warm up the pixel even more, which by the time you've built out your Page Creator Pro, maybe you could try going straight to a conversion ad. So if you get some more leads, like, we just have to watch it and see what happens. But,
Okay.
good job.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay.
Thanks for letting me present.
Yeah, no worries. It was good that you were able to do that. So I hope that's helpful for you.
Yes,
so I'm just going to go back and mute you, Casey. I'll come back to where have you guys gone? Right, I'm just going to mute Casey. Casey has been muted. And have we got Dan on yet? Nope. So, have we got Adele on yet? No. Okay, this could be the quickest VIP traffic webinar in history, but I'll just check the questions box. Has anybody got anything else for me in the questions box? What if no quality and other ranks on our ad? So, Kathy, if I'm interpreting your question correctly, do you mean that in the quality ranking, engagement ranking, and all of that there's no data on there? Is that what you mean? Just type in the questions box there. What if no quality and other ranks on our ad? Because what we are seeing, if that's actually what you mean, what we are seeing in the community is that there's a lot of ads popping up with no data on those 3 rankings. So there's really nothing that you can do about it. It's just when you run the ad a little bit longer, sometimes that data does end up popping up. So if you don't have it, you don't have it. I wouldn't stress about it. The main metrics that we're looking for, is obviously the click-through rate and the cost per click, following Sables and the objectives that we are actually looking for as you follow Sables. So you really want to print out the template of the progression of Sables and look at those objectives and follow those. Follow what we're looking for there. So I hope that answers your question, Kathy. Just let me know in the questions box if I haven't. But if anyone else that's on live, have you? Okay, so let's see what Yvette has said. Hey Helen, is it still best to aim for 1 to 2 million audiences in an ad? Let me open that up. The last review's audiences was quite small. Okay, so that's good that you picked that up. We are going for roughly about 1 million. But we don't want to get too caught up in that number. So yeah, her audience was about 800,000 or so. I can't remember the exact number. So it's and that would be because maybe she ran out of MLM employers to sort of try to put on there. I've got an ad that runs to about 860,000. Like it's close enough. So we are going for 1 million, but if it's over 1 million or just under 1 million, it's not something to be really caught up about. It's what's happening with the ad at the end of the day. So if her metrics were not good, then one of the suggestions I might have made is perhaps we need to put this in front of a few more people because we're not getting the metrics, so we need to beef up the audience a little bit. She's getting really, really good metrics on the audience that she does currently have, so it's certainly not something that I would recommend that she touches or changes when you're getting good metrics. You just got to let the numbers do the talking. Will they exhaust the audience sooner? Well, potentially yes, because there's less people to put it in front of. But we don't want to make conclusions like that. We just want to let the numbers do the talking. So if the numbers slip, and it's not performing anymore, it's like, okay, we need to get this in front of a wider audience. So we just at the end of the day still let the numbers tell the story for us. I have 7,000 reach, and those are blank. Rest is good. Totally lost with what you're saying, Kathy. I might just unmute you for a second. I have 7,000 reach, and those are blank. Oh, rest is good. Oh, okay. So I just totally got what you were saying there. You've got 7,000 reach on your ad, so it's been running for a while. You've got well over that. You've got double the 3,000, but those are blank. So don't worry about it. It's something that it's not something that you can just sort of turn on the back end of your ads manager. If it's not there, it's not there. Just don't stress about it. Worry about the objectives that we're looking for through Sables, which is our click-through rate, our cost per click. Those kind of things. We're not sure the reason that some have it and some don't, but you're not alone, Kathy. There's quite a few people that it is blank. Just don't stress about it, okay? Event, much appreciated. No worries. So any other questions, guys? This is the quickest. No worries, Kathy. It's always lovely to talk to you, and I'm glad we're able to review cases as well. But unless you guys have got any other questions, that's it for today. Nice and speedy, so you can get back to your evening, whatever you were doing. So it doesn't look like there's any other questions, guys. So thanks for being here, especially those of you that are just listening in, like Ray, just saying thank you there. It's always good to see you guys on, just listening and learning from seeing and hearing other people's content being reviewed. So well done for being here today. So yeah, that's the last VIP webinar for this week. So naturally there'll be 3 next week, as there is every week. So I'll see you next time that I'm doing a webinar. Bye, guys.